Nike has just come out and said they are attempting to ban all resellers. What's up everyone, my name is Garrett. I'm a full-time 7-figure Amazon seller, and in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about the recent news that Nike just put out, talking about their new policies around resellers. So if you're new to the channel, I've been selling Nike on Amazon for the better part of the last 4 to 5 years. I've sold well into the 7 figures of just Nike alone. So I've had tons of people reaching out to me asking me what I think is going to happen and how this is going to affect all of us sellers who, really sell a lot of Nike products, because let's face it guys, Nike is huge in the reseller community. A lot of people make their sole living just selling Nike alone. So I've had a ton of people very concerned reaching out to me. I've even seen people at the outlets that are other sellers asking me, hey, what do you think is going to happen? You think they're going to really go through with this? What's your thoughts on it? So I just want to make this video going through what the new policy is saying and kind of my opinion on how it's going to end up playing out. So what I'm actually going to do, instead of going to all these social media outlets and looking at what other people are writing about the different articles and stuff, I'm actually going to go to the Nike terms of service and read through the resellers policy. I'll be popping it up here on the screen. So over on the actual Nike website where they list the policy, they have a section that says purchasing products, no purchase for resale. It states Nike stores, including any consumer rights or policies offered in Nike stores, are intended solely for the benefit of end consumers, and therefore purchases of products for resale is strictly prohibited. Purchase for resale means the purchase of a product by someone who intends to resell the product to others, consumers, businesses, or any third party. If Nike determines that a purchase or order is intended for resale, Nike reserves the right in its sole discretion and as it relates to such purchase or order to suspend the application of any Nike policy that provides a right or benefit intended for direct to consumer purchases, and take any action to hinder such purchase or orders and deter future purchase orders, including without limitation to restrict sales to any consumer account or member account, cancel orders, charge restocking fees, impose purchase quantity limits, decline to issue refunds and take returns, deny access to any Nike stores, or suspend or close any account. So that is pretty much the terms of service that's been floating around on social media. A ton of resellers are reposting it. Now guys, keep in mind already, over the last few years, Nike has already gotten a lot stricter on reselling, right? They've put in purchase limits, like 30 items max in store, 5 of a single particular item. They've already been doing this type of stuff. And if you look at the wording inside of this actual policy, right, it says they can suspend the application of any Nike policy, right? It's still saying that, it's still sounding, at least in my opinion, that they're still gonna have these limits on buying. But there's a lot of resellers out there that cheat the system, cheat the game, that kind of bend the rules of what they're supposed to be. And I feel like those are the type of resellers that Nike's going to be going after, especially online. People are using different email accounts. They are botting. You have people botting hundreds of pairs of the same sneaker on release day. You have people that abuse the coupon system to, and again, with different email addresses in store to get that 15% off, online coupons, all that different type of stuff. There's a lot of resellers that cheat the system, and in terms that can actually hurt Nike, because those 15% off coupons are supposed to be for new customers. It's not supposed to be for resellers to actually go into the store every single time, cheat the system, use a different email address, get that 15% off. They're supposed to have a 1 item limit on these hype sneaker releases, but you have people cheating the system with bots. So what it's sounding like to me is Nike's really starting to try to crack down on people that are cheating the system, in my opinion. I don't think your everyday reseller that's hitting the Nike outlets or just buying everyday type of Nike products, Nike clearance stuff, I don't think they're gonna be like banning us from going to the Nike store, right? Most of the stuff I sell from Nike is everyday products, socks, backpacks, just everyday runner shoes. It's not the hyped up retro Jordans, Dunks, any of that stuff where a lot of this kind of manipulation comes into play. So what I see going forward is, again, Nike has made all these different types of changes in the past, and they don't really ever find success in actually implementing them. You know, they've tried to stop bots. The bots just keep getting better. When one door closes, resellers usually try to find another door to open. So it's kind of hard for Nike to completely come down with the hammer and just say, hey, anyone we suspect is a reseller, you're not allowed in our stores anymore. You're not allowed to shop on our website, because they have to be careful. You have to think of, they're liable in a lot of cases, right? You can't just assume and discriminate against someone saying, hey, you're a reseller, you're not allowed to come into our store. Even if you are a reseller, there's a lot of legality problems that could be brought upon Nike if they go choosing that route. Because there's a lot of people that resell. I know like 15, 20 plus people that go to one location, and that's just the people I know. So if they start doing this at all these Nikes across the country, I don't think they're dumb enough to put themselves in a potential legal situation in terms of discrimination. Now, I'm not saying, obviously we're resellers, so they have every right to sell and choose who they want to sell to, but it still comes down to that very fine line of, are you discriminating against someone, are you not? So I think they're going to be very careful in that sense, and I really think these terms of service are going to be more aimed at, you know, hype sneaker releases online, people that are cheating the system, people that are manipulating coupons with different email addresses, and just stuff like that. So I feel like if you're someone who's played between the lines, like I always preach on this channel, respect the employees, respect all the people that work at these different stores, respect the management, go out of your way to make their lives easier, I don't think people like that are necessarily going to have a problem. I think it's going to be the people that always come in, try to cheat the system, they don't play by the rules. I think those are going to be the people that are going to see the most impact from these different changes in the terms of service. So that's my thoughts on it, guys. I haven't even heard a peep out of any of the Nike people at all. They're still accepting my tax exempt for resale, so we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated, and if anything changes, let me know down in the comments, where do you see this going? I mean, I know Nike just has a ton of overstock. They're getting hit with all those delayed shipments. They're even selling back to Ross and Marshalls again, so I don't see them just completely banning resellers from shopping at their stores like a lot of people are worried about. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. How do you guys see this playing out? Have you heard anything different than I have currently? Would love to know in the comments below. But that's gonna wrap it up for this one, guys. If you enjoy this type of content, learning about making money, selling products with e-commerce on Amazon, definitely consider joining the family, hitting that subscribe button. I also have my coaching program linked down in the description if you want to take your Amazon business to the next level. But that's gonna wrap it up for this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.